Hey folks, Kilt-Man here, Kilt-Man at your services. How are you all? I hope you're all doing very, very well. Now, we've got another unboxing to do. Yes, another mystery unboxing. I say mystery unboxing because I, at this stage in the game, do not know what's inside that box. However, you guys do. You do because it's in the very title of this video and it's in the thumbnail. Because I'll have done all that after the event of the unboxing. So anyway, you guys are way ahead of me. Right now, I have no idea what it is. All I know, it's come from Steve 007 Smith. Steve, you know him, you love him, 007 Smith, who is the benefactor of all of these wonderful canvases you see around the Kilt Mansion. So often and so regularly, supplying me with new ones, and they are wonderful. But he sent many other things too over the years. Some great props and some great books and some merchandise, and wow, it's been wonderful. Now this, he's told me, it's not a canvas, and I can see quite clearly from the size of the box, it's not a canvas. If it is, it's a very small one, a small fat one, a bit like myself. Anyway, so there's no clues. Steve, as you regular viewers know, tends to send clues about the canvases, and I try to work it out. This time, no clues. Nil cluesos. So, we're just going to crack on with it because I've got no idea what's in it. Here's the box now. It's very light, very light. I've removed all evidence of addresses and stuff. And if you look at the top of it, it's like something's trying to get out. Something's trying to get out of this box. Anyway, I'm playing John Barry's score for On Her Majesty's Secret Service. See the canvas there, which Steve sent. My favourite Bond movie of all time. Steve, hence his middle name of 007, is a James Bond fan, a Jaws fan, a movie fan, a Dracula fan. So I've put tons of stuff out just in the background to decorate, because none of it's going to tie in, I'm sure, but who the hell knows. And people who've seen the more recent videos will know that the cat, the Kilt Mansion Moggy, has been a bit of a fairy terrorist of late and has knocked things over in the background and been a right little tearaway. She is around, she's active, she's awake, she's on the prowl, but she's not in here right now. So let's just crack on, hey. So I have the trusty ski and do again, and I'm just gonna make my first incision right across the top deck. And let's hope it doesn't plunge in, which it just did, and skew at anything particularly expensive and valuable and gorgeous. As I always say, folks, never drag a knife towards you. I'm a professional, I can do that sort of thing. Oh, speaking of scars, because dragging a knife towards you can inevitably what's the word I'm looking for? End up in a scar. Look, these are fresh wounds from said puddy tat. Look at that one. Yeah. All done out of love, I've been assured. Right. This is gunbolt safe. 007 has to get in and get out, but he's got to get into the safe first before Gunbolt comes back. It's a really tense, great sequence. Okay, we've opened the top of the box and we find a protective piece of cardboard. So it's movie merch or a movie item. We can see something down there. Well, I remove that, and straight away I see a box which has lovingly emblazoned on it Universal Monsters. So it's not to do with James Bond at all, is it? Right, quick, take all this. Oh no, I'm alright. Monsters are there, yeah. There's, well, a werewolf over there. King Kong is here. Mr. Kentucky Fudge is over there. He's fairly monstrous. I'm just joking. You're so lovable and so gullible. Right. Well. Oh. I'm looking at it and I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm going to show you. There's the box there. That's a car. Universal Monsters car. I don't know what this is. Oh, I can't get it out either. Oh, hang on. I'll tell you what, let's get all the support padding out. Which happens on a first date quite a lot. I say first date. No, for me it is the first date. You get the support padding out of the restricted area. Well, I've never seen this before, said the actress to the bishop. It is. Okay, well sorry, I'm a slightly bit flummoxed by this. Didn't even know this existed. It is it's a Wolfman car. It's a Wolfman, a 1957 Chevrolet Chevy Corvette. You know me and car, I know nothing about cars. And this is Mad Max V8 Interceptor. That was a V8, wasn't it? I know nothing about cars, but that was a V8 engine, fuel injected. Wolfman from 19. There's a Wolfman figure, and it is Lon Chaney as the Wolfman. I'm trying to get that ring light out of the way. So he's there, and it's got Wolfman written on the side of the car. It's got scratch marks on the door as well. I mean, I know the 57 Chevy Corvette was a sports car and a convertible. What's the connection with the Wolfman? Is there meant to be a connection with the Wolfman? Came out in 1941. He doesn't, Larry Talbot doesn't bomb around Caerphilly in Wales in a 57 Chevy Corvette. He bombs around in an Isoto Fraschini Italian prestige car. And I only know that because I had a conversation about the Wolfman after me doing the Wolfman watch party, I think about a couple of weeks ago. And I was in the pub, and a guy who'd seen that video started talking about the Wolfman. And I happened to have I happened to have the Wolfman cane with me because I was in a big Wolfman mood. And of course, Steve Douglas Smith sent the Wolfman cane, a replica of the silver-headed wolf cane. It's here somewhere. Where is it? Where did I put it? Oh, God. It's here. It's never too far away. I keep this handy for close encounters. He sent me that many full moons ago. And I absolutely adore this. It's brilliant. It's the prop I always said, if I get any prop from any movie at all, well, there's quite a lot of props, but the one at the top of the list was to get this, the Wolfman wolf-headed cane, and he sent it to me, and it's gorgeous. So, hang on. So I was in the pub with that. I'd done the Wolfman watch party, and a guy there was going like, oh, I watched your Wolfman thing. I love the Wolfman. I love the old vintage Universal horrors and all that, blah, blah, blah. Of course, you know the car, don't you? And I was like, car? So there's no cars in it? Oh, yeah, the car at the stars and the car when they pull up at the funeral for Bela Lugosi's gypsy fortune teller. And he went, yeah. And he told me about this car. And he said, if you look at it, it's got lightning bolts on the grille. And I went, because I thought, no one can tell me something about the Wolfman I don't know. So I went, oh, that's right, yeah. It has, it's got lightning bolts across the grille. So, but that's 1941. So I'm loving it. Oh God, I sound like I'm really unhappy. I'm not. This is a bit of merch I didn't know existed, and now I know it exists. I'm bloody made up. I've got it. It's just the ring light. Let's do we get it out? I bet it's bolted down somehow, isn't it? Well, the bonnet opens, or the hood, and it's got an image of the Wolfman, one of the posters, on the bonnet in black and white. And the car is in black and white, of course. But why 1957? Lon Chaney made a few Wolfman movies which did go into, the next decade, or the late 40s anyway. 57, there was I Was a Teenage Werewolf. Well, I wasn't, but the film I Was a Teenage Werewolf came out in '57. Michael Landon. It's a sci-fi version. It's a very famous cult movie. It's one that werewolf aficionados don't talk about very often because it's not that good, but it's okay. I've not seen it for donkey's years, to be honest. But that was '57. Heinz '57, varieties. Maybe Lon Chaney's A Mongrel Werewolf. And we're playing 007 right now. I will leave that on for a moment because I'm going to try and get into this. Because there's a figure of Lon Chaney's Wolfman in there. Have they done others of this? So, no? Don't know. It's made by Jada, or is it Jada? I've got figures by these people. Jada. Well, okay, let's get into it. I know there's people out there going, "Don't open the box, Kilty." But Kilty is guilty of opening the box. But I've got a terrible suspicion that even opening the box, I might not be able to get it out. In fact, oh yeah, I think it opens that way. Okay. All the little trap doors are all sealed down in multiple locations. Okay, right. Steve didn't know this existed. And I'm the Wolfman aficionado. Oh, hang on. Yeah, there's going to be problems here, folks. I want to get it out though. I want to unleash the beast. Oh God. Well, see, the thing is, the background is all trees. I don't know if you can see that in the background, but you can, yeah. It's all trees, so it's like a foresty sort of backdrop. Let's see if I can get this out. Okay, it's coming. It's coming. Look at that. So, die cast. Yeah. How do we get this off? Oh, don't tell me it's screwed on. Oh. Yeah, it's screwed on. And okay, look. Kilty's not the most impractical of people. There's some detail on this car. I wonder if the door's open. I wonder if you can actually make it convertible. Oh no, the roof stays down. But the hood is open and you can see the engine in there. Look at that, the engine. Look at that. Whoa. Gleaming. It's a beaut. I see the scratch marks on the door. I don't know if can you see this? Is that coming through? There's actually scratch marks on the door. I want to get it out. Come on, Kilty. Oh, won't this be sad if Kilty can't? If Kilty can't unscrew it? Well, that's not going to do it. Oh no. That's not going to do it. God damn it. Let's see if this special sort of super duper screwdriver can do it. Yeah, we're in business. Okay. Yeah, this is where the cat comes in now and starts playing with all the screws. Okay, that one's not coming off. Oh, it is. So it's still sealed in somehow. there's all tape and weirdness. Ta-da! We have it. There's still tape on it though. Okay, Wolfman, we're going to free you now. Somehow or other. Okay. The little screw gone. It would help if I could actually see what it was doing. Oh, I can't get the fucking figure out. Come on. This is meant to be like a Hogwarts sort of screwdriver. It can undo anything except this. Bastard. Well, I'm going to show you the car. I might be turning to the figure in a minute. Anyone else would like pause the recording and then resume, but oh no, not Kilty, because it's all flying by the seat of its kilt. Oh, there's still tape on it. Oh, Christ. And the tape, folks, goes through the car. Alright, we've done it. Right. Look, the Wolfman image from one of the many posters and publicity stills. But there's the car with Wolfman on it. Wheels move. We know that the hood, the bonnet opens. It's great, isn't it? Look at the grill wear. It's like big mashes. Why are we playing this? We need to play Wolfman, don't we? Right. Where's my car? Doors open. And you can see inside pretty well. Yeah. Oh, there's more scratch marks. So you've got scratch marks on the door there. The door right there, yeah. And you've got scratch marks on the back. That's quite clever, isn't it? I like that. Thing is, that figure, I don't think you can get him in there. I don't think the figure's movable. I think he's in a static, frozen pose. And I'll get that figure back for you. Try again on that in a minute. But look at that. You know, bombing round the you see, you're not even sure what year it's set in. Does the boot, as we would call it, does that open? I don't think the boot actually opens. I bet you it probably does, but I just can't find the way in. Maybe you've got to unlock it first. Need the keys, Kilty, or flip the button under the dashboard. There's the underside for those that you like the undercarriage of things. Yeah. Have some fun. That's probably going to attract the cat now. But isn't it wonderful? What a strange concept to do a Wolfman with a Wolfman in the form of Lon Chaney's Larry Talbot hairsuit variation, and pair him up with a classic sports car from not the same era. Who'd have thought that? But it's great. I mean, it looks wonderful, doesn't it? And black and white, of course. It's ingenious. So this is a 57 Chevy Corvette, which was, I think, that was. I bet you'd have seen these bombing it around in I Was a Teenage Whale from 1957. I bet you'd have seen these in the movie. Bet you. Oh, it's a shame that you can't fold that back, but it's still outstanding, isn't it? Look at that. Let's try and get that Wolfman out again. Let's not give up too easily, Kilty. Come on, man. Come on. So he's on his little stand, it's a little base, but one of these screws is not playing ball. It's not coming out, folks. Oh, it isn't. It isn't coming out at all. It's like, I wonder if you can unscrew his foot from it. Do it the other way around. Well, the packaging's gone awry now, hasn't it? See, I'm unscrewing it one way and I'm turning him the other way. You'd think he'd have come off by now. He's not coming off at all. Oh, that's going to do my head in, that. I may have to get the woman of the house to do it. But there he is. Look at that. Not a bad little figure, that. I mean, he's not movable. You can't move it. Hang on. Oh, that's weird. His hands are there. Oh no, his arms are rubbery. The rest of it was like sort of die cast or hard plastic, but his arms, his arms will, take my word for it, you can't see it, but his arms will move slightly. And he's got gripping paws as well. His head is fixed. But he's in the right gear, and he's black and white again. That pose there, by the way, folks, is a famous one for publicity photos and posters, where he's just, sometimes you'd have Evelyn Ankers, who stars opposite him as Gwen Conliffe, the love of his life. He only moved there the day before, becomes a werewolf, gets bitten that first night, becomes a werewolf the next night. You know, it's a very truncated relationship. But he falls for her, and she's engaged to someone else. But you know the story. I've gone through it a billion times, and but in the publicity shots, you've got him in that pose, and Evelyn Ankers sort of like lying at his paws, like that, swooned, fainted, you know, and he's like hunched over, and you also see him in that pose in the movie when the soft melt puts his big fat fairy paw into a man trap. His second night of prowling ends in nothing but abysmal failure and humiliation. Because he's out on the moors again. Doesn't kill anyone this second night. He's killed the gravedigger the night before. But then the second night, he puts his foot straight in the trap. And he can't go anywhere. But you do see him in that pose kind of drag his foot before he passes out with the pain. What a wuss bag. You know, the minute I start recording, this will come off straight away. Oh, little bastard. Little bastard. How has that been welded in there? I wonder if the skiing might do a better job. That'd be no. Where'd they put the screwdriver? And of course, now I've lost the screwdriver. Oh no, it's over there. I'm going to have one last attempt at this. This one of the screwdrivers that has those little hooks which anchor onto the screw itself to give you better purchase. Although absolutely nothing is happening. I think I've just tightened it. Come on. People are waiting for this. What did I say before? Unleash the beast. Famous last words. It's just spinning, folks. It's spinning and not coming off. Fuck. Sorry, Steve. Well, anyway, there he is. I'll work on it. It's not a bad little figure, actually. I say it's kind of nice that his arms are sort of semi-malleable, and you could probably put something in. If you get a mini cane, you know, put that in his paws, you know, or have a mini Evelyn Ankers and shove air because he throttles her. He leaps at her at the end, and he starts swinging around like she's a rag doll. Because Lon Chaney Jr. playing the Wolfman didn't get along with Evelyn Ankers. And they would appear in several films together, and their relationship never got any better. Give it up, Kilty. They're not asked about the figure anymore. Just show them the car again. Look at that though. Isn't that great? Isn't that wonderful? I mean, if I could drive, which the world is a safer place. He says that with World War III absolutely looming on the horizon. The world is a safer place with me not behind the wheel of a car. But if I could drive something, I would still drive a V8 Interceptor. But that wouldn't be too far behind, because that's bloody cool, that is. I wonder if there's like sort of vintage car rallies where people do have personas of Universal monsters or Hammer monsters or, you know, superheroes. I'll bet you there is. That's probably where they got the idea from. But that's where Universal Monsters got the idea from. I mean this brand of merchandise. Because these do figures as well, and I've got figures. Jada do figures, and they've got that Universal Monsters logo all over them. But I'd love to know who came up with this idea. And if there's any others that do it, who else would you have? Well, Frankenstein's monster, obviously, if you're going to keep with the Universal Monsters theme. The Gill-Man, what would he have? He'd have like one of them jet foil things for the Amazon. And you know, down Florida way, you'd have one of them, wouldn't he? Wouldn't be a car, it'd be a jet foil, them big spinny things on the back. What would Frankenstein have? Frankenstein's monster, I should say. Oh, it's got to be like a hearse, hasn't it? It's got to be something like that, big hearse. The Invisible Man, well, an invisible car. So that'd be a nice cheap one. People would be buying an empty box. Oh, it's the Invisible Man in his car. Oh, that's great, look at that, it's great, isn't it? I can't see a thing. Well, that's the point. Who else would you have? Bride of Frankenstein, what would she have? I don't know. A Mini with a sunroof to get a hair. A hair's got to stick out the top of the car, hasn't it? That big bouffant. A Dracula, of course. What would Dracula have? A dragster. I'll tell you, did have a dragster. The Munsters. Yeah, the Munsters, there you are. I've definitely got the Munsters theme somewhere. I've got that. Munsters. Yeah, because in one of the films they've got a Munster-mobile, haven't they? They have a definite vehicle, which maybe that's a hearse. I'm not too sure now. Munsters. Yeah, here we go. And that was sort of like the 50s, early 60s, wasn't it, the Munsters? So they'd be bombing around in these things as well. So there's a little, I think there's a logo on it as well, which is down between his claws there. Can you see that at the front? Not sure exactly what that is, can't quite see in the light. But I'm loving the, I take it apart from the actual illustrations on it and the scratch marks, that's exactly how, that's a great replica of the vehicle itself. So that grille with that sort of big, massive, nasty, huge set of choppers there. Look at that. It looks kind of frightening. I presume that's how they had them in real life. I don't know. Yeah, so it's just a two-door, two-seater. And you've got like, there's quite a bit of detail inside there. And that black and white makes it very, very striking. And you know, obviously the silver and the chrome. There's a bit of fair in there as well. So obviously something fair he's been in. Oh, do those tail lights actually? Oh look, they are red. Yeah, you kind of see them. Yeah, the tail lights. That'll get tiresome very quickly. So we'll go back to the Wolfman. But yeah, Steve, that's that's really unusual, and I'm loving it. I would never have guessed that. You could have given clues to that, and I You could have said it's a Wolfman and a car, and I've gone, Wolfman and a car? That makes no sense to me. You're trying to be coy, aren't you? It's all cryptic. I'd never have guessed this. A Wolfman with a Chevy Corvette. But it is very, very nice. Very nice indeed. That's a beaut there, isn't it? I think there's 2 cars in the original Wolfman. I think there's a Buick as well. A little vintage Buick from the 30s in there as well. But you don't know what era it's set in. You've got that Italian car from the I think it's a 1940 car film in 1941, and so you've got that, which immediately dates the film, puts it in the modern day. But the village of Caerphilly, which you never hear get name dropped in the finished movie, in all the shooting scripts, the first couple of shooting scripts, it was named, and it was definitely Wales. It's Wales, in the UK, in Britain, and but in the film itself, although there's a few clues there, it doesn't get name dropped whatsoever, apart from some of the names. But Talbot, Conliffe, and all that. But it's all like wagons and cobble streets and gas lamps and all that. So it's kind of this quasi-limbo land of fable and myth. Misty moors, gypsies, genuine Romany gypsies. And then you've got like a modern vehicle and modern fashions for the people in this little yokel village. So but it has that fairy tale quality, the dream-like sort of aesthetic and atmosphere. So it works. But yeah, that's great, isn't it? I wish I could get that bastard figured out. I'm sure I could just go and use my brute strength, just pull it apart. But no matter, I'd probably snap the bloody figure in half as well. So, not gonna do that. Kind of wish that opened as well. And he could have had, his fresh kills. He hasn't quite eaten all the evidence yet. Like, throw it in the boot for later. Have it for breakfast. No, it definitely doesn't open that. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Yeah. The black and white aesthetic is fantastic. And the scratch marks on the paintwork. That's a clever little idea as well. Yeah, I love it. And the Wolfman logo on the side, which is in the actual font of the original poster, the Wolfman. That is correct. So I just wonder who came up with the idea to combine a creature, a monster from classic Universal with a classic car. Actually, just saying it out loud, a classic monster with a classic car. Yeah, but you'd think there'd be more of a connection. Now, if you put Michael Landon's, fucking, what do you call it, Letterman jacket and all that, with his makeup, which is it's the makeup for Michael Landon in I Was a Teenage Werewolf from '57, where these cars would have been in the movie. The makeup's not too bad at all. He's fairy, he's frothy, he's very saliva driven, and he's got fangs, and it's not a bad hairdo, And very definitely that's where they got the idea for Michael J. Fox as Teen Wolf. Although he's a very super friendly but very sporty Wolfman, whereas Michael Landon is quite a vicious bastard and does kill a few people. But it's a serum that gets pumped into him. A bit like the year before '56, you had the great The Werewolf, black and white again, and quite frightening. I've talked about that film quite a bit, and I think I've reviewed it as well. It's a really, really good movie, and great location where, again, they play around with the mythology because he's not like bitten by a werewolf and becomes one at the full moon. He can be a werewolf in broad daylight, this guy, because he's an amnesiac road accident victim who just happens to stumble on 2 scientists who are working on this incredible serum, and they pump him full of it, and of course it turns into a ravenous beast. So he goes on a rampage in the local countryside. And it's similar to the Michael Landon film because he's got aggressive tendencies even just as a normal hormonal teenager. So the doctor, is it Whit Bissell who plays the doctor? I can't remember. Pumps him full of this steroid thing, which turns him like the high school belle triggers a transformation, and I think an alarm clock. So just I think noise triggers. I can't remember now, but anyway, he kills a few people and then gets shot to bits, like, and then reverts back to normal. And I think they try to attempt to film his transformation so the Doctor can prove my serum works. You didn't say it was going to turn into a fucking... You didn't tell him it's going to become a werewolf, did you? No, you didn't. You said it was going to make him feel better. It'd be like a sedative to make him more amenable to hypnosis. I think that's how it works. That's how he describes it. But, a side effect is, oh no, you're a ravenous moon beast as well. Oh, shit. Well, who'd have thought? Well, if I could film this, everyone's going to believe I'm a wonder scientist. And I think they do film it, but I think he rips the camera to shreds as well, like, in the process of killing the scientists. But there you go. Isn't that great? That figure's really, really, doing my head in now. I'll have one last attempt, but you guys know it's doomed. Look, he's spinning round. Oh, he was spinning round. He's got stuck. Come on, Wolfie, the folks are watching. The first screw came out so easily. Makes this one such a nightmare. I think maybe his foot is caught in an invisible man trap. Come on. Oh. Sorry, I think I gave you some false hope there. Because I can tell you, folks, nothing's happening. It's not coming off. It is not coming off. How to make Kilt-Man turn into a Wolfman. Give him a piece of movie merch and a screwdriver and see his frustration turn him fairy and furious. Well, Steve, mate, that's fantastic. I didn't know it existed. I'm glad it does. It's a really bizarre thing. I don't want to mess that display piece up too much though, because the trees, it's a nice little backdrop. And it's sort of like a midnight blue aesthetic as well. It's wonderful. Show you the car again. There you go. And to scale, here's Wolfie. So let's... I mean, I think he actually is to scale to the vehicle. Yeah, he is. He's to scale to the vehicle, isn't he? If you could manipulate his bones a bit better, you could get him in there. And who knows? My next attempt to try to free him from that might snap his legs off it entirely, so we can sit his carcass in there. There it is, isn't it great? And I say the backing with the trees, the moonlit, midnight blue trees. It's great little concept. Yeah, fantastic, mate. It's so not what I expected, and in a way, it's quite refreshing to have something off Steve in particular, which has no clues. So I didn't have to tax my brain and think like, oh my God, try to work out, could it be this, could it be that? And I have a list of 10 potentials. And then, and there's also a few also rans. It could be one of these as well. With this, it was just open the damn box, Kilty, and let's find out. So, folks, that's put me in the mood to go to the pub with a big gothic frock coat on with my fantastic wolf's head cane again. Having said that though, it's absolutely, well, not roasting, but it's very warm. I was out before in just vest and a kilt, sitting in the sun, and the sun was hot. It was hot, I tell you. So I don't think the frock coat's going to be getting an airing this evening. But there you go. Well, yet more Wolfie videos. And we had, well, it wasn't the Wolfman, but it was Oliver Reed as Leon in Curse of the Werewolf. And we've got King Kong. He's nice and fairy as well, isn't he? So, anyway, folks, I have been Shall I Be Kilt-Man, so please, in the meantime, in this ever lycanthropic and highly motivated in between time, please keep it Celtic, keep it Celtic. I'm going to see you all in a used car sales room near you. And Steve, cheers, mate. Brilliant. I'm looking at it, and it's got a feel-good factor, hasn't it? it makes you happy to look, just to look at the thing. You know, well, you can't see it right now, but I'm looking at it right now, and it's great. I just can't see the connection between the Wolfman from 1941 and a Chevy Corvette from 1957, but it works. It shouldn't, but it works. It's clever. It's cute. It's mine. Right, folks. Ta-da a bit.